Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, just can open the file. This is my Lake Studios file. Okay, now we have to create a lot of stuff and fix everything. Let's see, like this hole, because there's a gap. So if I want to close this under zero, like modify topology, there's something called close hole. So I can close the hole here, but I don't like it. So now here I want to create this shape. Let's see if I use Dynamesh. Yeah, this is also creating the same thing. It's filling that section. Let's see Z modeler if I can bridge it. Two holes. And I cannot see the model both the sides because the back face curling. So just switch on display, make it double. Now you can see both the sides. And I just close the hole with the help of bridge. It created multiple polygroups. Control W, no need to worry. Control W, Control W2 for convert anything into polygroup. So this part is not required. So I can go to subtool, split to parts. So that section will be separated. This one, delete it. Not required. Now this thing, I have a thickness. Now to get to fix the mesh geometry, Z remesher, remesh the model. You can apply multiple times to get it clean shape. Shift F. So it's pretty low poly. Control D. Okay, let's start with our basic shapes. Clay buildup. Alt. Push it inside. That one fold is visible prominently. Now I can see the thickness. So if it's a cloth, a piece of leather, something wrapped around the surface, it cannot be this wide or cannot be this loose. So I have to make it really tight. Like this area is fine. So I have to push this area inside, similar thickness. Here also you can see same thing. Display double. So I can see both the sides. and I want to fix this edges and all. So it's little irregular. So what I can do, you can go to deformation and polish it a little bit. So it will make all the edges and everything little smoother and cleaner. And I can relax the model slightly. Now again, same thing, Z modeler. Oh, switch off symmetry. Why it's not working? It's reading this thing as a single model, I believe. Error. Okay. Not working this thing. Okay, Dynamesh works beautifully. No problem. Anything works. Control W. Yeah, much better. Now I'm just polishing the shape and size and everything. So this gap cannot be there. From side also have to check. The thickness overall similar. BCB, clay builder brush, reduce the brush size. So here I can see it's little smaller. BMV, and pull it inside. build up. Nine to quick save the file. This is like this part is not visible anyways. I can work on this directly. And this is like way too thick. Bit thin. This one, position wise, it's slightly down here. There's slightly distance between these two. Alt, and you can rotate the pivot point like this and make it thin also. This is like way too wide. Make this also a little thin. Let's see this one now. So initially I created this and now I'm just matching the shape and all. Polishing the shape basically now. Now I can see the thickness here clearly. This surface should be flat. It's little curved. To make it flat, I'll use trim dynamics. This basically makes thing real little flat. See? Isolate. It's really sharp, so I'm just making it little flat. To get that thick feel. Similarly for this part also. Same level, almost flat. B BMB move brush, and I can see slightly move it. Thickness, try to keep it almost same everywhere. Add little thickness to it. Dynamics, like way too pointy. F to focus. Now we have all these shapes and this shape also that we have to sculpt and fix everything. Isolate D. It's pretty low poly. So what I'll do is I reimage the model. Then I'll subdivide and start adding details. Control D to subdivide. Frame dynamics already selected. Define the angle. So most of these edges are not this sharp, they're slightly angled and slightly beveled, like flatten the surface. These edges are visible, but it needs to be little prominent. Make them slightly flat. And try to control the all intensity, everything with the help of pen pressure. All these edges. So now I see my brush size, like I have to reduce it really small, and then I can work on the edges. That means my file size is pretty small. That is something I can change anytime. You can see it was like this wobbly. Now it's become a little hard. Now I can fix the shape. So for shape, I will use snake hook brush. With snake hook, basically, it's the exact same brush as move. Only thing, this brush gives you little sharp movement. Slightly angles. This one is slightly pointy. Match all the shapes. Like this, one by one, add all the details. Like make the shape clean, make it pointy and everything. Now this surface, you can see like wherever I have this one, BMP, one more thing is there, this part. It's not visible. So just make sure not visible. Clean this thing. Now this area have a crack. BDS, dam standard. I'll use dam standard. So shift F, it's really low poly. Control D, D, 2, 3 times. Now I can create those crack easily. And this part is basically hole. In mesh, I have to create that. So the slight impression, you can see the corner, very little impression. Now push it slightly outside. Edges, make it slightly prominent. First, push it slightly inside. And then slightly push it outside. Now refine this thing. When you create something like this, it looks like this thing is placed inside this. And plus this shape is not like this. It's like little angular. Control D, 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 multiple times. Z, too much. Then trim dynamics. So here I can clearly see this one is slightly angular. Make the edges and everything bit prominent. So you can make all these shapes very nicely like this. And then I feel like this is like way too round. BMB with move brush, I can move it and make it, keep it slightly angular. Save. Now I have to add all the details one by one. Similarly, I have to create this kind of design for all these things. For this also, I'll fix this. I have to add design also here and plus add some cuts and dents here. So for this, there is a free custom brush is available named Odd Brushes. If you Google it, that is like for to create this dent and all. I just Google Odd Brushes. It's on Gumroad or maybe ArtStation, and this is free. To create this kind of cracks and all. It makes your life way easy. So by default, it's free. So it will, but it will ask for you to add some values. You can press 0 and I want this. Put your email ID. And get it, and they will mail, or it will start downloading. Like previously it used to like send you a mail, and there is something where you can download. If you log in, you can download directly also. Let's see my mail. See, I got the mail. View content and download. And this is, let's download C drive. D drive. This kind of a tons of custom brushes are available. And this particular brush is a kind of a standard, like a lot of professionals they use it because it gives nice detail and it makes your life way easier. So like you can see, you have all these brushes. So there are two ways to open the brush. Either you can down or double click on them, it will open the brush, or you can just like copy them and paste into the folder brushes, this folder brush. This is something you can go to ZBrush folder and there you can see the folder and paste it there. So you'll get this thing very easily. And all the brushes you see in ZBrush, those are not the only brushes. Like if you press B, these are not the only brushes. If you come to this folder, you can see there are a lot of extra brushes are also there. So you can use these brushes also. So let's see if I want to use any cut brushes from those orb. So I can see flatten orb, flatten, edge protect, slash, 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 clean, curve, rubber, rock, noise. So like orb, rock, detail. It's basically rock. So cracks, cracks. There's so many slash. So slash clean. So let's see. Double click it. So it will open a brush. This is my model. And if I want to add a cut, see, makes my life way easier. Yes, if I want, if I increase, if I want, I can increase the intensity. Shift F, or intensity I can increase and make it a prominent cut. Makes my life like very easy to create this kind of thing. Because see, there is not enough polygons to create, so you have to increase the poly count here. So Shift F, I'll see. Yeah, it's okay. I moved it that way. That's why. So Control W, one single poly group, and I can remesh the model. Maybe I can increase the polygon slightly, remesh the model. And you can see it's a alpha. So this kind of things we can do it in Photoshop. So if any shape you want to create, we can create that thing in Photoshop, bring it here also. You can do that. So here you can see I just created this thing, but okay, most of shapes are retained. So there is no problem. Control D, D, Control D one more time. Some million polygons. Now I can create this cut very nicely, really sharp and clean cut. So these two brushes, if I use the same thing again and again, it will look repetitive, but it can create this thing very easily. Symmetry is on. Then if we go to folder, you have another other brushes also. So you can see same brush only, just with little bit more details. It is thin line. There's not enough polygons. So I have to remesh this. Polygon distribution also you have to keep in mind. and properly distribute the model, and then add detail.
Sir, you said yesterday you will teach how to customize the UI.
Oh yes, I would completely forgot that thing. Yeah, that is, let's save this thing. Uh, Custom UI. No, before that, I have to modify the interface something. It's fine. Why it's not working? What I'm missing here? Just give me a second. Hmm. Oh, I need to enable customization first. So once you enable this, now you can modify your UI. So under preference, enable customization. This is what you do. Then to modify anything, you need to create a custom UI, whatever you name it to give. You can see custom UI. Now this is empty. You have this section enable. If this thing is enabled, now you can create new UI. Name it is like my UI. Enter. What is this UI filler? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's very strange. Not this one. Okay. After clicking customize UI, now whatever button you want, press Control and Alt and drag drop it here. Like I use a lot of move brush, so I'll bring it here, here, wherever I want to place it. Move brush, trim dynamics. Then I use play build up, place it. Then in your case, you have that solo option. The solo option is in under tool or somewhere it's there. Tool, not tool. But somewhere it's the where is the solo option. This is I don't remember. So my UI created this thing, but this is different material. So I have to check. I don't remember. Just have to Google it. Solo preferences. Edit. Click solo. But this is to This option. This is not the option. I'm looking for the solo button. Like this, like alt control, and you can keep anything, whatever you want to use or anything, but make sure, like suppose I for brushes, I open this tab. Suppose you want to use something from plugin. So click this, open this menu here, and I want to use subtool master, this mirror, alt, control alt and mirror. Then like this you can create customized UI, but this solo option is also there somewhere here. I don't remember because it's been like really long I used it, like because it's always visible here. um, Somewhere it's there. Like this I can, but like this I can modify everything. What, like UV, suppose I want to do UV, control shift and drag UV here, polygroup, or maybe I can create some this thing. I want to use the close this one, draw, and move this to side window, control alt, this thing, place it here, or maybe, oh, not this one, this range I want. Like this I can customize my entire UI, whatever I use most of the time. This option, this particular option, this is, I really don't remember like where it is. So I'll check it. But there is one more way. Suppose you want to isolate something here, that can be done. Like suppose I want to isolate this thing. So if this option is not visible, I can go to subtool, just click on the shift and click on the eye. It will isolate that model. Click shift on the eye, everything will be visible again. So like
Okay,
this.
so
So this is also easy way, but this button option is also somewhere here. That is something I can customize and place it here. But I don't remember. Like honestly, I don't, because it's been really long. I don't remember like where the button is. So I'll check it and then I'll tell you from where to bring it here. So like this, you can customize. Like very easy. Preference, config, enable customization, and then to enable to customize, double click the side window, just this arrow, it will open this tab. Like anything, like any option you want, you just have to go to that particular toolbar menu, like suppose render, and drag, select this corner option, move it, place it here, and whichever option you want to use, like suppose I want to render something or something, or live boolean or anything. Live boolean is already there. Not render is use stroke. Let's see stroke. I want to apply from stroke this curve option. I want to use control alt together and then drag this here. So like this I can convert this thing and create this options, all the shortcut options that I use, I can bring it here and then use it. It makes my life super easy and super fast. Like what, plus you can, like all the empty space also you can use. And if you want to remove something, you can definitely remove those things also. That is something like I won't recommend. You can like remove this, but do not do that. So you can remove that also, and plus add things. And like yes, like what you can, this is something, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to experiment this thing. So I'll check that solo thing. But by the till the time you can just use that I button and to make it solo and use it, and rest I'll check that. And back rest thing you can just say click how to customize this thing. Delete, close, close, save, save, and take attendance quickly. And if you guys are practicing, right? I believe because it's a new software, so you need to practice. Where is
So it's taking some time because it's completely new and
yes,
there are many shortcuts
yes,
like shift all and it's very confusing.
yes, that's
So
true. So like that's not like it's a little tricky. So if you want, I can go I can go little slow. That's completely fine because at the end of the day, you should be able to understand and learn it, right? So if you want, I can go a little slow. That's absolutely fine. Because this thing won't take much time. If I go full speed, it will like within a week I can finish it easily. So if you, I'll explain more tools, more options, and I'll show a lot of options on normal default brushes, or how to create brushes, then how to use spline, how to create like your shapes, and then how to retopo the model. All those options also I'll show, because there are a lot of things we can do within ZBrush. So I'll show those things slowly. So practice those things, everything, and learn all these options, and this alt shift control alt and all these options. It's a bit tricky, but with practice you will learn it definitely. Where is my attendance?
so actually I started with the X, but so like if you can upload the yesterday's and today's video,
Okay,
then we can
okay, I'll
I
do
can
it.
do it.
No problem, I'll do it. Just give me a second. Let's see. Ouch. Who is not there? Arnold. Updated. Okay, then I have saved my file. So I'll see you guys. I guess tomorrow we don't have class. Day after tomorrow we have class. So I'll see you then, and keep practicing because this is a little tricky. But this is something very important. One of the major, like most important software. You should understand this properly and learn it nicely. If you go little slow, if you're going little slow, that is also fine as long as you're practicing. Okay, and submit your whatever you have practiced. I'll upload the video, so submit whatever you have created, submit that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you guys.